Hello, everyone. After enjoying a wonderful round of golf on the beautiful course here in Kenswell, Gujarat, I found myself feeling unusually thoughtful and eager to connect. So, as I reflected, I realized that the approaching full moon in Gemini might be stirring these contemplative and communicative energies within me. It struck me that this experience wasn't just personal, it's something I wanted to share with all of you out there, my listeners and followers. It's something that at times I have felt that sometimes the universe gives us gentle nudges to reach out and connect. And today feels like one of those moments. The Gemini full moon of December 4th, 2025 is all about light, communication, and the dance of duality. So, we need to speak with clarity and listen with care. So, let your curiosity guide the bridge between the two truths of listening and hearing, and also speaking your truth honestly. So, on the 4th of December, the moon reaches its full brilliance in Gemini. A full moon is when the earth sits between the sun and moon, revealing the moon's brightest face. So, in astrology, this is a time when the emotion and insight illuminate one focal theme. And this particular moon in Gemini, which is the sign of communication, versatility, and curiosity, asks us to tune our words to our best intentions. In other words, mind our communication, how we speak, what we speak, and to whom we speak. So, Gemini is an air sign and it's ruled by Mercury. It thrives on questions, conversations, and the weaving together of many ideas. So, the December 4th moon invites us to balance the quicksilver mind with grounding listening, or I would say with grounded listening and be real, to honor the value of the two truths that are coexisting. Listening and speaking your truth go side by side. And to turn our scattered thoughts into accessible meaning. It is a moment to speak with clarity, with honesty, and also listen equally with empathy. And choose curiosity over certainty when we are unsure. Let's say we are very unsure of things. So it's very important to be curious if you're interested in getting the information. And to get that, it's important to also hear other people out and listen carefully. Now, before I venture further or before I progress further, I want you all to understand that what is the significance of the sign Gemini. Now, Gemini embodies a dual nature, not as a contradiction, but as a generous capacity, the ability to hold more than one perspective, to switch gears when added information appears, and to translate your complex ideas into language that others can easily understand or grasp. So, Mercury's influence makes Gemini quick, adaptable, and ever curious. So, in everyday life, this translates to the way we converse with our family, colleagues, and strangers. How we learn by reading, listening, testing, and debating ideas. How do we navigate the change? By staying adaptable, flexible, asking questions, and seeking common ground. In broader cadence of the term, Gemini's energy, or I would say the energy of Gemini is so potent that it sustains our social fabric. It reminds us that progress often begins with a conversation, that trust is built in dialogue, and that understanding grows when we give others the space to express themselves. So, what the December 4th, 2025 full moon wants us to understand is our thoughts, which may feel very brighter, quicker, and more volatile in their clarity. So, the encounter with the sun in Sagittarius, that typically goes with the lunar phase, adds a contrasting current, a longing for the big picture, meaning, philosophy, and open fresh horizons. So, together, they invite a synthesis, an artful bridging of detail and meaning. So you could expect scenes such as lively conversations in which ideas surface with surprising ease, a surge of new questions, discovery, and the revision of plans. Either you'll be getting a volley of questions, or probably your mind would want to question and get more clarity, which should be spoken. Moments when a decision finally crystallizes after a period of reflection. So, but here there's a slight twist. There is a cautionary thread, the risk of over talking, overthinking, or scattering our attention. Too many ideas, or too many cooks, like they say, spoil the broth. So, the antidote lies in disciplined listening, in focusing on one or two meaningful conversations, and in carving out space for reflection after speaking. Now, themes and how they manifest are through the art of communication and connection. The core practice should be speak with honesty and listen with empathy. Paraphrase what you have heard, ask clarifying questions, and pause before you reflect. Don't be impulsive. Now, even when you have to reply to a question, it's important to reflect on the question and then give your answer. In family gatherings, workplace or meetings or community dialogues, aim for clarity that honors the perspective of others, even when you feel that you disagree. Honor the perspective of others, and then you can speak your truth so you can come to a common consensus. There is a lot of curiosity and learning energy with this actionable impulse of Sagittarius. So, you could probably think of starting a small project or a skill that you've long wondered about. Make a micro goal. For example, read one chapter, watch a tutorial, or practice a new technique for 15 minutes daily over the next week. You will benefit as momentum builds confidence and curiosity becomes a durable habit, or a doable habit, I would say, rather than a fleeting impulse. Again, be cautious of duality and the need to balance. The Gemini twins remind us to acknowledge two truths that seem at odds. In the event of disagreement, take time to record both sides of the issue. Look for common values that connect the differing viewpoints, and then work towards a solution that respects and addresses the essential needs of everyone involved. Here, you also need to be mindful to disengage yourself from these digital gizmos. Gemini's natural urge is to communicate, and this can sometimes lead to an overwhelming amount of information. If you're on the mobiles or on the Google or on these digital mechanisms, it's very important for you to connect with people. Set aside 1 hour each day without any technology. Instead of using your phone or computer, talk to someone, go for a walk, or write in a journal. Even self-talk is brilliant. By doing this, you will gain more clarity. In fact, this will result in your clear thinking and deeper presence to the moments that actually matter. So, over the next few days, spend time thinking about yourself and growing as a person. If you keep a journal, use it to read and write about your thoughts and experiences. My favorite is self-talk. My favorite is when I can write a journal and I just pour down my thoughts. They come in handy when you want to recollect your thoughts or recollect the moments where an idea had emerged. Ask yourself, where in your life is there a need for clearer communication? Is there a need you have been curious about that deserves your dedicated effort? Are there two opposing needs you can acknowledge and harmonize? Let's say there are two different arguments But can you acknowledge the other person's point of view and then come to an harmonious situation? All this introspection benefits in building relationships to better levels. Personally, what I do is that I write down two questions which I want to be answered before the next new moon or the full moon. I also choose a project to start or finish by the end of the year and focus on its purpose, since we are in December now. Practical steps that need to be taken in the next 48 hours is to make a concise action plan to embody the Gemini full moon energy. Like, reach out to one person you've been meaning to reconnect with. A short message can reopen a conversation that truly matters. Pick one topic you're curious about and spend 20 minutes researching and practicing about that. Before bed, pause for 5 slow breaths and ask, what did I learn today? What do I want to say more clearly tomorrow? Or how can I say it more clearly tomorrow? Doing this ritual helps a lot. I sometimes do it when seeking answers, and like sometimes I believe, and I do it when I really feel that I need some answers and I cannot get it from anywhere. The ritual that I do, especially during these full moons, is light a candle in a quiet space of mind, sit with the flame for a minute, breathing slowly. Then either I speak or write one clear message that I want to communicate with care. So let the gesture be deliberate, not rushed. Don't do it because like a routine or a ritual. You need to be deliberate, you need to have faith, and then you do your manifestation. And trust me, soon you not only get your answers, but also the clarity of whatever you are seeking. The December 4th, 2025 Gemini full moon invites us to illuminate our thoughts, refine our communications, and bridge two perspectives with curiosity and care. By listening earnestly, asking meaningful questions, and prioritizing a handful of purposeful conversations, we can transform our scattered thoughts into coherent plans and sincere connections. May this moon's light guide us towards clearer speech, gentler listening, and a deeper sense of shared purpose in the days to come. Always stay blessed.